All right guys, I've got 4 rods with me today. I've got a jig, a glide bait, spinner bait because it's overcast and some wind's coming in, as well as that chili craw lipless that we were getting on them last time. It's already been a trip, man. I didn't even barely make it from the truck without getting the swim bait hooks into my pants. So let's get going and see what we can get. Got some cloud coverage, some rain's gonna come in here in about an hour to 2. What I've done here is there's shallow water over there, and then the break is right about this yonder huge weed line, lots of weed laydowns. Obviously the grass is dead because of the time of year. It's still super early spring, but I'm gonna start out with the spinnerbait, kind of slow roll it along those weed lines. The wind is coming around this bend and it's gonna push those bait fish into whatever weed lines you can find, so make sure to target those. It's not a hump, it's not exactly a point, but it's still something you want to make sure to target. And these spinner baits like this and these kind of situations, not only in early spring but all year around, one of my top 5 baits for sure. You guys can see that spinner bait kind of just flailing around. Do another pitch for y'all. That's gonna really entice the fish. This helps mimic a school of bait fish, a very small school, and it's not intimidating, so you can catch not only standard size fish, but I've caught very large fish on spinner baits. See, so I know there's a weed line over there from past fishing experience, and we were here yesterday. And so what I'm doing is getting in that general area, kind of letting it fall down, giving it some pops. See right there's some grass, and then just slow rolling it right through that weed line. This new Gomexis power handle here is definitely going to give me a lot more leverage, not only against the fish, but with these weed lines here, trying to pop off that grass and making sure I can keep going. Really comfortable, and that smooth bearing gives me a nice smooth action. Oh man, I'm super excited just watching this thing go through the water. Super excited. I can't wait for something to give it a thunk. See right there, some real pops. Get it out of the grass, also get their attention. Then I let it die for a second, give it some more. Just make sure to get their attention. Try different things. Never be afraid to try new and different things, especially if you're learning, man. I mean, you know, a lot of people are on the internet. They're gonna judge you. They're gonna tell you you're doing this and that wrong, you know, and sometimes they may be right. Sometimes they're trying to give you some good guidance, but on a lot of that, don't listen to them, man. Try your new things. I've had the craziest things work for me. That's how new techniques are found. I mean, there's a lure out right now that's quite literally a turd. So try new things. So if you guys noticed, I brought a lot of moving baits with me today. The key behind that is I'm gonna keep moving, you know. I also brought the big swim bait and a jig, which is great for bigger fish. But I really wanna keep moving. I'm gonna use this spinnerbait and the lipless crankbait to, again, fish around these grass lines and other things of the... I'm going to use this spinnerbait and the lipless crankbait to, again, fish around these grass lines and other things of the sort, but I'm going to make sure that I keep moving and stay on my toes. This way I can actually find the fish, and then once I've found the fish, I'll start targeting them with bigger baits and kind of slow down. Need to adjust this spinnerbait, this rod. Yeah. I'm a mess today. Put this over here, yonder. All right, gonna try the lipless, and then I'm gonna move on. Ooh, there's high grass. Thought I was way lower. This is the way the grass was popping me. All right. Everet is doing real good. Normally I'd switch up to a chatterbait, but I'm not going to be here super long in this location, and I know a lot of my other spots are going to be a little bit more... A lot of my other spots are going to be lipless crankbait friendly. And honestly, you can get some really big bites popping a lipless through the grass. See, right there. That's what we're wanting. Some nice healthy grass. My gosh. All right, so now where we are is kind of this mouth of the canal, or I should say the exit, still a mouth. It's gonna broaden out into these grass lines. Canal's gonna have that slope down under. So we're gonna make sure to kind of take advantage of this wind blowing through, truck this spinnerbait around, see what we can get. This is more aerodynamic here. Ooh, glad I caught that. Got him. See, they're down there. They're down there. Oof. Oof. Bam, baby. No. Come here. Bam. Gotcha. I just wanted you to calm down. I didn't want to dirty you up, buddy. I'm sorry. There we go. There we go. Looks like something took a little chunk out of you at some point. Probably a turtle. Bam, first fish of the day for us fishing, fam. I'm super excited. He came on. This is great. That one's just a standard strike king, so let's get him on back. Thank you, buddy. Bye-bye. Just a reminder, there's ice on the ground right in front of me. The ice has only been off for a little bit. I mean, and I'm over here catching them on moving baits. I'm not throwing drop shots or Ned rigs. You know, they will eat. You just have to find them. And you know, if you can't buy a bite, that's okay. Throw a drop shot or something. But in a scenario where I'm just trying to find fish, I'm going to keep moving, find 2 to 3 of them in one spot, and then from there I'll slow down with some bigger baits. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and hurry up. This spot looks really, really spinnerbait-ish. I'm already feeling raindrops on my face. I was hoping for a little bit more time. The news said that I should have about 2 more hours. Over here backlashing, but again, I'm feeling rain on my face. Never trust Google or the news. Go by what you got going on. No. I'm now heading to the corner to target some fish, looking for bait fish that are kind of getting stuck up in all this water moving. All right guys, we are at the second pond. A little bit more protected by wind. We're gonna see what we can get. It's where we were at yesterday, kind of hammering them on the lipless with some shad in the way, so see if there's any shad still here, along with bass following them. Got a pot of gulls over there chilling. Got a couple swooping around, so if they start diving, that's a good sign. Nice. How's it going? I just said that was a good one. Nice little pocket over there, and the wind's kind of bending that corner. Went way further than I was thinking. First fish on the Go Mexis reel handle. This thing feels awesome. The grip is great. Definitely got more power to it. First fish on this rod too. I've never really used this rod. I mean, I've hook set a couple times on it and it just hurt my side trying to use it for a tube, but moving bait, perfect. Boom. On the chatterbait. Bam! Look at that. What a beautiful largemouth. Beautiful colors on that guy. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've seen a largie this dark in a while. My gosh. Get my reel loosened up here. Man, look at that guy. That's a beautiful fish. Boom, chatterbait out. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Bye-bye. Get right back in that same area again. Oh, lipless. I do believe you have been summoned. Seeing some carp starting to surface, so I'm pretty confident with this next 50-yard stretch for me. Got him on the lipless. Nice. And that was yo-yoing the lipless. Feels like a good one. But this rod is also a little stiffer than I like for traditional of what I'm doing. And yeah, oh, he's healthy. He's healthy. Boom. Get over here. Oh no, we got him in the bottom lip, right where I need to grab. Bam! Get that hook out right away so I'm not getting myself hooked. Bam! Boom! Another beautiful largemouth. Another beautiful largemouth from over that way. Look at this guy. Nice. Another beautiful largie. Probably look all crazy fresh out the gym from earlier, but let's get this guy back. Whoa, crazy! Yeah! Make sure to follow and subscribe, guys. Continue yo-yoing again. Oh, one picked it up. There we are. There we are. Got him that time. He came back for it. Oh, that's... Whoo! Oh, those are some good pulls. He came back for it. Boom. Another one, baby! Yeah! There's a school over there, guys. Listen up my line here. Look at that fish. Beautiful. Freaking right in the mouth. What a beautiful fish. Play a little surgery here. That was real close to your gill. I don't want to mess you up, bud. Boom, now we're gonna switch hands. Coming that way. Bam! Safely released. Oof. You're just playing with me. Get back out and do it again. I'll keep doing this until the rain shows up. Got him again. Oh yeah, he's trying to pull. Oh yeah. That was a nice bite. These fish in here are super mad, so it's always so hard to tell if you got a giant or if they're just angry at you. Where you going? You're over here? He's just angry at me. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a beautiful fish. He's not bad, but I mean, for the way he's fighting, I'd be expecting like a 4-pounder. Boom! Another beautiful fish, guys. Look at that. Oh my God. Boom. Chili craw right in the mouth, just like it should be. Get that lipless out, guys. Get him back in the water. Absolutely hammered it. See how many of these guys we can pull, or if we can pull a big one out before the storm hits me. And then I'm gonna have to put you guys away and run to the truck as fast as I can. On another one. Oh, he came off. That's all right. He honestly didn't feel too big. Yeah, there's definitely lots of activity going on over there. I got trucks slowing down, watching me drive by. I always love when they do that. It's like, yes, I'm catching fish. Got him. Oh, yeah, there's a nice school right up over there. I want to pull a nice one out of there. I got to figure out if I can get a jig in there and get them to bite the jig too. If I can get something 4 or bigger, that'd be nice. And they really start fighting once they get close to you. Boom. Oh no. Okay, the rod got connected again. Look at this. That's a nice, beautiful fish. I'm not downing that fish at all. Look how fat he is. That is very fat, pre-spawn, perfect textbook fish right there. Again, just a lipless on the edge of these weed lines, guys. Nice cherry lips right there. Get this guy back. Boom. Bye-bye. Yeah! I think I'm gonna get the jig in there and see if we can get something bigger. Normally I'd want to use this swim bait, but they're really hugging the bottom and the wind's high. So I'm gonna throw this football head jig instead. Drag that right through that center line of where I was just catching them at. And what's going on here is right there, real shallow grass line, and then it drops, humps out, and then there's a shallow grass line again over there. I can see a lot of these grass pads, and so I'm going right in between them. All right, gonna take a couple more casts from this angle, and then from here, I'm moving down there, hit it from a different angle. Got him. See, I was just casting over there with the jig. I had the one take my claw off the jig, but other than that, there wasn't a lot of action. Does that mean that the fish are not there? No, the fish are still there. The whole school is still sitting there. I'm not gonna leave fish to find fish just because they weren't hitting one lure. So remember, just keep trying and keep in mind what they're doing. Okay, that's a bigger fish. My gosh, okay, okay. That's good right there. I don't have a scale on me today, but based upon my past experience and such, I'd say that's a good 3.5, 4 pounds. That's a fat fish. I know the camera's not gonna justify this very well, but man, that's a big fish. Nice healthy bass right there. Get this guy back. Boom. All right. Whoa. Yeah, that was a good 3.5, 4 pounder for sure. Okay, we're back in business. We got the lipless crankbait back on the speed stick along with the Revo X and Go Mexus handle. So let's get this rocking. I took that chatterbait off. Wind is really picking up. It's getting super choppy. That wind is cold, so let's see how many fish we can get. I'm gonna move over there before I leave, and let's go. What did I get? I think I got another shad, guys. I got another one of these giant shad. I think this year I'm gonna be the shad master, bro. You guys see these shad? Kind of getting tired of catching y'all. Go do shad things. Freaking shad. I love that they're here. Love it. I mean, big baits all summer, but my gosh, get out of my way, Mr. Shad. You're stinky, and I don't want to catch you thinking you're a bass. Got him. Was able to go back in there and get him. It's another shad. Oh my gosh, that's why the school of bass are over here. I'm right next to a school of shad and bass. Just so you guys don't think I'm messing around, man. I mean, there's another freaking shad. Look at this, look. Get my rod down, come over here and get your stinky butt. Boom. Another big, giant shad. Fuck. Come on, we need a big old Billy bass. All right, I'm gonna move over, guys. Been talking about that for like an hour. All right, this is probably gonna be my final spot for the evening, which is just this same stretch from a different angle and continuing that way. We're gonna continue to do the same thing, utilizing this lipless crankbait for these pre-spawn bass. Big thing I learned, and sorry if I'm yelling into the camera, but big thing I learned when I was younger, and a big tip that I was given that's worked phenomenally for me, is fish against the wind. Not only are a lot of the fish facing against the wind so that the bait can get blown into their face and they can just eat it effortlessly, if you guys like my hand, nom 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 nom. That allows for more catches consistently, but if you're fishing with the wind and pulling it against, you'll get some fish to hit like I was, but come in this direction, you're probably gonna get a larger bass that's putting less effort to get a bigger meal. This is pre-cold front as well, guys. We're having some snow come in tomorrow. What rain is gonna be coming in tonight is gonna slowly turn into some snow, so I think these fish know there's a cold front coming in. You're gonna get all fattened up for me.